Good Monday morning. It is December 4th. It is a Monday. I'm using my Monday mug because that's how I'm feeling right now. Mondays are very call heavy days. I am on a Zoom call from 9 a.m. to 2:30 p.m. straight, no breaks. Different ones, not one big one. That would be outrageous. Though that does happen. And we'll just get through today. I saved my two socks for conference calls today, knowing that just that basic vanilla knitting really helps me be a better listener and not fidget or check my email or do that autopilot where for no reason you grab your phone and look at your phone. So I'm trying to stop that. I'm wearing one of my second sweater I ever made. It's the Flax Light by Tin Can Knits using Knit Picks Hawthorne. I believe the colorway was City Lights. I took a sweater knitting class a couple of years ago. It was online because it was during COVID. And my instructor, Kate, had also taught me how to knit in the round with a hat the year prior to COVID. So I really blame all of the yarny stuff on Kate. But I love this one. And I had done the body, split for sleeves, finished it all, and then put it away for months. And so there's like a pretty noticeable gate tension, like where it's very loose and then all of a sudden it gets really tight because that's where I picked it up months later. But I still love it. It's a good sweater and I like the colorway. I think the speckles are fun. That's a side note that I wanted to say, that my instructor, Kate, and her partner have created these adorable gauge swatches. Like they have the ruler, but then they also have the marks to know what your needle sizes are. Needle size? I don't know what the proper term is, but it's a mushroom, it's a frog. They're so cute, and they're doing a Kickstarter for it because they're using, I think, the local library to make them to do the etching, but they need resources to get started. So if you're interested, I'm going to plug their Kickstarter below. I'll share pictures of the two. They very kindly sent them to me for free, and I offered to talk about it because that's what people do for each other in this community, right? Anyways, Advent time. All right, day 4 of my Scrappy Advent from Lori. All right, it is by Dapper Dye Works. The base is Bennett. It is 100% Blue Face Leicester BFL on the colorway Living on the Wedge. Piece of chocolate again. Obviously I love a green moment, and I have my Anthology throw here so I can show you. I'm all caught up. So day 1, day 2, day 3, and day 3 has bits of green in it, so that'll transition really nicely. Someone had commented on one of my Vlogmases either last night or this morning, I saw it this morning, that they recently saw an Anthology throw where the person used 10-gram minis of color, but then in between each 10-gram mini, they used 10 grams of like a white or neutral. And I love that idea. Kind of wish I had seen it before so you could get the full size of the blanket. But that being said, I think I'm going to keep moving forward with this because it's kind of happening naturally with the flow. And also I don't need to have a giant blanket. What I'm also telling myself is like my first reading that comment was like, oh, I want to do that. I should rip it all out and start over, because that's how my brain is. It's like, it's all or nothing and I have to do it right from the start. And I can't I don't know, just a little insight to my perfectionist tendency brain. So I love that comment. I'm going to keep that idea in the back of my head for other scrappy stash busting projects if I like working on this. I still really like it. 3 in, and according to the pattern, I'm 5% of the way through the pattern. So that was a little like, oh yeah, I got a long ways to go. But thanks to the person for sharing that. I want to find the photos of that project because I would love to see how that looks. All right, so that is my Scrappy Advent. Let's find day 4 of my 2022 Knotty Pine in a Madewell bag. Oh, this is pretty. So still in the brown family. Let's see if it'll go. Definitely getting lighter. The colorway is Foliage, and it looks like the oak leaves that are like always the last ones to drop, and you know, they're still really crunchy. It definitely looks like that. All right, I have to head to a work meeting. I'm gonna work on my vanilla socks, so I'll jump in later to share those with you. Otherwise, not much planned for me today. I like to do my household chores during the week, so I have a bunch of laundry I need to put away. I usually do that while I'm on a phone call that I can just listen to. So we'll see if that happens. I hope you have a great Monday, and I will check in with you later. All right, I'm back for a quick little snippet because my second meeting wrapped early and the mail person came and they brought my ZZ Textiles pack. Rachel at ZZ had a small business Saturday sale and it was mystery packs and it broke down to $20 a skein. So I ended up ordering a 4-pack of non-superwash worsted to do some sort of cardigan. I had requested, she'd said like, I'll do my best to accommodate. So I had requested all one color if possible, so I could make a sweater. So I opened the bag, but I have not looked in the bag. So we'll see. Okay. Not all one color, which is fine. You get what you get. I'll pull this out. So it's a fade set, which is pretty. I love the base. It's really squishy. I kind of like the moodier colors. I think I'll probably, I will probably leave this one out and potentially destash or gift or save for something else. I'm not a pink person, this kind of pink at least, but these three together are really lovely. So we'll see what I can do. It's a little close to my skin tone, but I know this color especially I love. All right, yarn mail. In case you were wondering, this is what Harry does all day. He just changes his position on the pillows. Current Monday morning, very cozy, very lounged. Finished working, went on the elliptical and finished the second half of the most recent Real Housewives of Beverly Hills. I'm saving Potomac for a workout later this week because Potomac's my favorite. Some of you commented and said you like Housewives too, and I was like, my people. I was able to get knitting done today during a conference call, and so here's day 4 of Woolens Nosh. I love this color, like the greens are great. And then day 4 of Freckled Whimsey. I actually did these ones while I was on the elliptical, which was a challenge, so I just did both of them and I called it a day. But most of my time has been spent on my test knit. It is beautiful, but it is taking a long time. It's fine. I only got in about, 100 stitches of the new green color on my Anthology throw, but that I'm saving for when I'm reading tonight because I have 6 rounds of just knit, so that's great for reading. I have been, so after I wrap today, I'm gonna finish editing. Chris and I are gonna try and watch another Christmas movie. I've been struggling with wanting to watch my regular TV shows versus wanting to watch Christmas or winter movies because it's the season. So we'll see what we end up watching tonight, but I plan to work on this the whole time. I've been sprinkling in some Vlogmas episodes today, so I captured some footage of that, and I'll link below who I've been watching. please tell me, let me know who's your favorite Vlogmas or which Vlogmasai are you enjoying. I'm always looking for recommendations. I love watching people's Vlogmas and just leaving it on in the background while I'm knitting, or I was putting laundry away earlier and listening to Vlogmas. I just like hearing about not just people's knittings or crochet, but their families or their lives or seeing their houses or how they like to decorate. So many of us have so many things in common beyond making or knitting, and I really like that part. So I inserted some footage today of me trying to make one of my bookcases look like a Christmas tree. I think it was a flop, but I'm just gonna let it be. You also saw some footage of me working on my bullet journal. I used to very intensely bullet journal. Like every month was a different theme, and every month of every year it had to be a different theme, and then it was all this pressure and it was stressful because if you haven't noticed, I do things to the most. So I do a very minimal bullet journal spread. I stopped using a bullet journal for probably 2 years, but I could never find a planner where I had enough room for all of my to-dos, or to order them like I do, or to do the style of habit tracking that I do. So I've gone back to a very minimalist bullet journal style. Every week is the exact same outline, and then I also build in my notes into the week's spread. So I save a couple of blank pages to capture my meeting notes, so everything is all in one place instead of having to carry multiple journals around. And that seems to work really well for me. So I've been using greens and reds for this month's spread, and I was listening to some of the committee hearing I missed last week and just getting that done. So yeah, we're gonna eat. We have the rest of the chicken and dumplings to eat tonight. It was delicious last night. Gonna get cozy, put on my heating pad. Oh, stair fall update. I have a really good bruise on my butt. It's probably this big. It is purple. Thanks everybody for your concerns. I'm very glad that my feet just slipped out under me and I landed right on my butt. It hurt, but it could have been way worse. Like, I could have broken my wrist and not been able to knit, right? Think about that one. All right, have a great night, and I will catch up with you on Vlogmas Day 5.